right,
All
so
right.
CFB is off with his Blat timer. Looks like we're already pretty synced up, so Fiesel won't have to do too much.
Yeah, here we go. So we want to see here early.
Early, I'm expecting Morph at Morph, and then I think there's going to be a reserve tank in the stealing.
Think these guys are going to bother with the reserve at this point?
I don't think so. I think we'll see both of them forego that reserve if it does happen. And so the big thing, sorry, CFB usually does this thing where he, decides to go out towards Brinstar from this area below. So if he does get power bombs, I would say there's like a 95% chance that he's going to take the same route as he does as he did in the last match.
It really paid off big time because he did get that speed booster pretty early on, and then he was just able to head towards wrecked ship, which wasn't too lucrative. I mean, it had plasma, which was great, but he managed to just finish that off quickly. And then work through
some exercises there. Doesn't have Morph Ball. Still tried to get underneath a small gap, but at least he tried.
Yeah, that means we know Morph Ball is going to be up here, which means these guys are going to have to do this damage boost. Cross successful, first attempt. CFB nails it too.
All right, so a pretty simple start here. Both of these runners are going to want to go down and see what item is below here. I would guess it's either supers or a power bomb pack. And I was wrong. Once again, just simply missiles. So they won't be able to check the item in reverse pitless. They will have to go up to Bomb Terizo and just see what their first, I guess, interesting major item is. Of course, it could just be another E-tank, so who knows what we get.
Well, I think it has to be something that gives them some progress here.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't get to Gauntlet. They can't get through to the Terminator room. I think it has to be like a speed booster, screw attack, bombs, power bombs, something like that.
Yeah, because they can't get to they can't get to the what do they call that final item in 100% coming up here?
I think it's just like the 230 missiles or 230.
Yeah,
or the final missiles.
They can't even get to those, so yeah, it would have to be something pretty significant. Yeah, what Leo said, demo plan. I'm not gonna do what Cross usually does, and Simpsons impressions and stuff like that.
Oh, but that's what we want to hear.
I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not in my. It's not in my DNA to do something like that. I'll leave that up to Cross. He does it very well.
That's fair. These guys are synced up right now. Going to check this bomb's location.
Wow. Yeah, pretty nice synchronization. Still early in the game, though. We want to see the same kind of synchronization when these guys are in Turian, to be honest.
Vanilla bombs.
Yep, vanilla bombs. So they will both have to fight BT here.
They tried. They tried. There's no escape.
CFB getting close to the BT skip, but not quite.
Maybe this will just be a vanilla seed.
It could be. I mean, there should be a very small statistical chance that everything is 90% in its normal place.
Yeah, other than the minor items.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
Alright, so as we know, with bombs, you can still go up and check Gauntlet. CFB is going to go to the ship, so he might do just that. And Cross doing the same thing.
He's following. Definitely a decent idea to save here. If something bad happens in Gauntlet, can
Cross is
lose you some time. Ouch. Wow. Okay, well, ballsy play, but it can pay off if you got good executions.
I really don't blame him because, he might need to take some chances. This is the the game that will decide everything. So if Cross can get ahead here, then that is awesome for him.
Just got to be on point. He is ahead because of it.
Yeah, so I've always struggled a little bit with normal bombs here. It's kind of awkward bombing these blocks a bit. But if you've done it before and you've done it multiple times, it becomes a lot easier. Plus, they do have the advantage of having an E-tank. If they did not have an E-tank, this would be a lot tougher.
Cross playing a little safe there. Oh,
and getting stuck in there is not something you want to do, but he just barely gets out.
That was really close. He might want to see an E-tank here or something.
And it's Spring Ball.
Spring Ball!
Well, I have to say that he's going to have a tough time getting out of here. So he may decide to actually forego Spring Ball if he dies.
I would expect him to.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he could actually use that a little bit here since he's in morph most of the time.
Yeah.
CFB is going to push on through.
Interesting.
Oh man, Cross at 18 health here.
So Cross just needs to be extra cautious about the rising levels and where he is exactly in relation to these, he calls them pants grabbers, I think. Oh, and CFB takes the death.
No!
Now, I did not expect that. That's interesting.
That's actually a pretty dangerous area. There's acid below you. There's spikes above you. You know, any of those things can hit for a lot of damage.
Yeah. Cross actually making really decent progress. Don't let me... All right, no commentator's curse here, please. And nice, he does get out.
He's using that Spring Ball, actually, pretty well to plant those bombs. So he's going to have Spring Ball here. CFB deciding, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't need that.
He doesn't like Spring Ball anyway, so yeah, he's just going to go without it.
Cross not even going to refill at the ship.
And
Charge Beam here again in the Terminator room.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I'm not a big fan of this. I like to see Charge a little bit later, but kudos to the runners for getting such an important beam early.
Cross needs to be really careful with his health. He can't really, like, damage boost off of these pirates like CFB was doing. And he needs some missiles in order to open up the door in Brinstar to get to Brinstar Reserve.
Yeah, hopefully get some good drops here. And nothing yet. And, oh man, that is unfortunate. And so he's at 75 health. He has no missiles. He's going to have to farm just a little bit before he goes in there.
Yeah, he's killing these Kago enemies. He's good.
Yeah. All right, so we get to see what's at this item, and it is Varia. So we've started with Charge and Varia. Now, that is a seed that seems like it could end up being pretty easy.
Wow, this is kind of the opposite of what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But this could incentivize either of these players to go down to Norfair early instead of Wreck Ship.
Yeah, so as long as you have, you know, a decent amount of E-tanks, and if you're comfortable with high jump list lava dive, then you could do that. But I think most of our, both of our runners here are going to be looking for high jump boots if they want to do that.
Yeah, I agree. But they could easily find that or gravity in Norfair as kind of a gamble that they could make.
Definitely.
Now, no power bombs forces them to skip this Edakun's E-tank.
I completely forgot that. They did not pick up any power bombs yet, so that is another possible backtrack for later.
And it is possible that the only power bombs available could be at the final missiles item or in Gauntlet or something like that, which would be crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and CFB does fall down here. Let's see if we do have power bombs at this location. And we do.
Oh,
so
wow.
He can backtrack right now if he wants to. I would probably do that just because I'm I don't know, curiosity.
It is pretty quick to get there, and it looks like he's doing it. Gonna see a high five from these guys.
Pretty nice one. Synced up door transitions.
While it seems like cross product is behind, he does have that spring ball. That is an advantage. A small one, but definitely an advantage.
A bigger one if Suitless Meridia comes into play.
Absolutely.
All right, and we get Space Jump here, which is another very nice item to have.
Man, the game is just hooking these guys up.
Yeah, I mean, if CFB gets another 2 E-tanks, I'd say, and then high jump boots, I think he may make the decision to go down to lower Norfair. However, he only has charge beam, and that's a lot of shots, so he does need an additional beam or an additional amount of supers if he wants a fast fight.
Right, and at this point, these guys don't have speed booster either, so they would be missing out on the wreck ship reserve item if they do choose to go to wreck ship. But we still have a couple items to check.
Alright, so Cross does grab a super there. He's at 15, a pretty good amount so far. CFB is going to check this item. He does not have high jump boots this time, so he's going to do a little trick where he stands in the door, kind of inches his way out, and lines up against the wall to shoot the door with a super missile up there. The gate, I'm sorry.
He's running out of super missile. He's got to get it. I think he got it.
He does, yep.
He's got 1 missile, 1 super, and 1 power bomb left.
It can be kind of tricky because you need to make sure you're in the right location there, but it's only a reserve tank.
Again, we're seeing CFB skipping over, glazing over a lot of minor item locations. I mean, they have found charge, so it kind of makes sense, but he's going to pick up these supers here, kind of picking up bare minimum.
Yeah. I would pick up I think at least 20 just to make really easier if you do decide to go down there early.
So we're leaving yet another major item unchecked. I mean, these guys did go back for the Edicoons, but we did see that waterway in Brinstar is going to be unchecked. No speed booster. So if that does have gravity or something crazy, that could be pretty important to remember. Now with Space Jump, we might see a quick dip into X-Ray.
Yep, definitely. CFB can go there right now if he wants to. I would expect him to. I don't see any reason why not to. And he only has 1 power bomb, so it's worth going in there just to get some extras. I guess for the sake of it.
Last time CFB had a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit knocked away by the waiver, but fortunately he has Varia, so these spikes are not doing nearly as much damage.
Yeah, it's very nice to have Varia this early. And that is Grapple, which he wants to pick up, I suppose.
That could be important, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be useful for Suitless Meridia once again, not to, bring up that again and again, but it can also be useful if he does want to go up the wreck ship without speed booster. However, as Alu said before, he will not be able to get that one item that requires speed.
Well, they have Space Jump, so
yeah.
I wouldn't really expect
Oh yeah, they have Space Jump, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but, I mean, he could. I mean, I think the only other thing I could think of is maybe Spring Ball.
Yeah. That's actually one thing I have not seen. There is a Spring Ball strat to get across the moat, and I haven't seen anyone do it yet, but I'm hoping at some point in the tournament, someone will be forced into using Spring Ball for the moat, because it's a pretty interesting strat.
Oh, interesting. Lots of reserves. CFB is just noping out of there. And yeah, we are seeing him head towards Kraid and Norfair. See where Cross decides to go if he decides to follow suit.
Alright, so I expect CFB will go to Kraid here. We'll be checking 2 more major items. And he does have a choice to see what's behind this spot that usually houses the power bombs over here. Cross also a bit disappointed at the reserve tank. I don't blame him.
CFB farming a little bit on those key hunters. Just trying to get enough ammo so he can quick kill, which he has exactly exactly enough to do it, but like he's gotta just make sure he hits
pretty much perfect. There's a number of ways that you create quick kill, but 2 missiles and 3 supers is a very efficient way to do it. And no problem there.
Easy every time. Oh, Cross checking this item, going for some more supers.
Yeah, so he has 25 now. He's just about all set. He can grab another pack if he wants.
Reserves.
So that's the 3rd one we've seen, right? Am I right? I think so.
I think that is the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Now it'll be interesting to see the routing from these players in Norfair. That could play a big role here.
Yeah, and now the one thing I'm always interested to see in these runs is, you know, heated rooms and how players handle them. But oh, Ice Beam, excellent. That's gonna be a good pickup. However, not something that you might want yet, just because of how it slows down some rooms.
Good quick kill from Cross. Very nice. Just gonna find that reserve tank. But yeah, Ice Beam, another piece of the puzzle for Suitless Meridia.
Yeah. Does not need Speed Booster now that he has Ice Beam, actually. But like I was saying, the heatless rooms is an interesting aspect of watching the randomizers to see how runners handle it, how many E-tanks they get beforehand, what kind of routing they take for it. But here, with the early Varia, we won't see that, so it's kind of just the curiosity of the items rather than, you know, how the runners decide to route it. Alright, so just another E-tank, and Cross picking up Ice Beam. CFB does have the choice to go up to the Vanilla Ice location here. He won't be able to go down to Croc due to lack of Speed Booster, but he can go check that item.
Ice, ice, baby. Oh, we got some sync here. Cross going in right away.
Yeah, not bad. A lot of small synchronizations between these 2 runners early in the game, which makes me pretty happy because I'm hoping that this continues, this trend.
At that point, then it just comes down to execution. There's Plasma.
That is
wow.
Huge.
So these guys have the same beam combination that they had in the previous race. Charge, Ice, and Plasma. That is awesome. I might incentivize them to go to Croc early again. Or at least CFB to go to Croc early again, because it's just a one-shot.
Yep. So to get to Croc, since they don't have Wave yet, CFB will still have to do the gate glitch. He can use missiles or supers for that. Or he can choose to explore Bubble Mountain a little bit. Cross making his way over to high jump.
Really nice execution from CFB through the cathedral there. With space jump, you can really get through there quick.
Yeah. Alright, so he will be checking the reserve tank location here. Hopefully something good is over here. He grabs the supers, probably not purposefully. I always manage to grab these just because it's an awkward room.
Yeah, it's hard to get in that little crevice without actually like picking those up or getting on that platform.
Simply an E-tank, but he could still use more. At 4 E-tanks, I think he's starting to get in comfortable range, but, you know, 1 or 2 more wouldn't be such a bad thing.
And we are going to see a crossroads for Cross here. To see if he decides to go down to Crocomire immediately.
Alright, so Cross is also deciding to go up this way. And he will be checking the reserve tank as well, and nothing but an E-tank for CFB. He's gonna opt out of that one.
Cross sticking to his guns, picking up all those supers.
Yeah. With 30, he can make quick work of Ridley if he sticks to pogo strats. Alright, so CFB can go check Wave now, or decide to go down to Croc, possibly. He's gonna check Wave.
He's already here. This kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I think you go for, like, the 3 items here before you go to Croc. Skipping that super again.
Let's see what we have here. And it's just an E-tank again. Yeah, I mean, once in a while, if I do have the items to do it, I will go straight down to Lower Norfair, and if I need to check some of these items on the way out, I will. But when you're already so close to it, when you already checked Speed Booster, you might as well, you know, go take a look at it anyway.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the decision. And now is kind of a point where he can decide, you know, if he's comfortable with high jumpless lava dive, he could go do that. But it looks like he's going to go to Croc.
Yeah, I mean,
last time.
Personally, I agree with this just because I am also very uncomfortable with high jumpless lava dive. I've done it once out of, I don't know, maybe 40 tries. But yeah, they're going to go check out Croc. I'm guessing both of them are because I don't know what else Cross... Oh, actually, you know what? I've seen Cross do high jumpless lava dive. So I wonder if he is actually going to save and attempt it. That would be an interesting divergence.
That would definitely be interesting. He kind of got burned by Croc in the last race, though, so I don't know. Wonder if that'll play a role here.
Yeah,
it could be a really cool strat that could pay off big time. We might just see more reserves and E-tanks here, and he's picking up the E-tank, so maybe he's thinking about it.
He could be, yeah. And the big thing we see with Croc here, as we saw in the last run, is that it's such an easy fight with charge and plasma. Croc just melts away.
So just a vanilla E-tank for Croc here. Where you going, Cross? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm interested.
If he saves, he's
what's
going
in his
to Lower
mind right
Norfair.
now. He's saving.
Baby! Spicy play. Are we going to see Gravity at Grapple yet again?
I don't know. And he is laying a power bomb. And he is going downward, so he's going to attempt high jumpless lava dive. This is not easy, folks. And
it's a ballsy play.
Yeah, I congratulate Cross for trying this.
Oh, and there's just an E-tank. Croc didn't pay off.
Not this time.
Oh, CFB's going back. Maybe he's doing high jumpless lava dive. He's like, I might need a little more health.
Yeah. All right, so let's see how Cross handles this. Entrance was good.
Great bounce ball there.
He needs to get hit by one of these.
Oh, it's looking good.
Oh,
Ooh,
misses the
I spoke too soon.
wall jump. But that's basically what you want to do. Those spike jumps are very good.
I think he's pretty low on health here. He needs to hit it this time.
Yeah. Oh, so close!
He
gets it! Nice!
95 health!
Alright,
Incredible.
so it's a little bit worrisome, but keep in mind that he does
You go recharge at GT.
Yeah, he does have bombs. It's very easy to get out of the screw attack area.
Space jump.
Oh, yeah.
Space jump.
I keep forgetting about space jump. Oh my god. Thank you for reminding me. I can't even imagine doing solo commentary and just saying all this stuff and no one reminding me.
No, it's fine. That's what we're both here for. We catch each other. So yeah, he's probably gonna check that just to get the refill, honestly, but also to check that item because it could be gravity. That would be huge. All right, so CFB is gonna attempt this now as well.
I don't know how many times.
First try, green gate.
Yeah, that was really good. So he's gathering some supers here. Just being a little bit cautious, but doesn't really need to worry about it. CFB with a similar entrance. We'll see how he handles it.
Very nice bounce ball. High jump boots. That's a huge payoff.
Yeah.
That'll help lower Norfair traversal a lot,
Mhm.
and Meridia when they get there. In fact, Cross has everything he needs to do Suitless Meridia now. He's got Spring Ball, he's got Ice, he's got Grapple. Oh no, CFB!
Yeah, having a problem with that last wall jump, and he does reset in that. So, I recently saw Cross doing the high jumpless lava dive strat, and that could be the change in the equation that we need from Cross to bring on a game 3. I mean, that's huge here.
Really huge. Now, it'll be interesting to see if CFB decides to skip out on lower Norfair. Maybe he will elect to just go up to Wreck Ship instead.
He could, yeah.
But we know that high jump isn't going to be there at the very least. But it could have gravity, which could be a big payoff. Nah, he's going again.
Yeah, he's going to give it another shot.
Kudos to him for perseverance here.
Right, so as Sephi mentioned before, Cross doing the he was freezing the top pirate and then wall jumping off of him. Sephi mentioned that those pirates have horrible hitboxes, and they certainly do. If you ever try to go through the worst room in the game by freezing those and then wall jumping off of them, you'll see that there's this huge portion that doesn't seem like it's part of the pirate, but ends up being something you can wall jump off of.
It's definitely a reason why it's called the worst room in the game. Come on, CFB. You got to get it here. Here's your chance.
Ooh, looks like he's not going to be able to do that one. All right, so I wonder if he'll try for a third time or if he'll decide to go to Wreck Ship. And Cross did not check Firefly E-Tank, so that's still another item that's up in the air.
I guess he's pretty comfortable with what he's got. He's got Plasma, Charge, and Ice.
Yeah.
And a bunch of supers.
I guess the only reason I check it is, you know, to get Screw Attack earlier, to just plow through some enemies.
Yeah, it looks like CFB is going to be heading to Red Ship. Maybe he thought it was kind of a bit of a lost cause.
Yeah, I mean, I need to reiterate how tough it is to do high jumpless lava dive. With high jump, it's pretty simple. If you do not have high jump, the setup is complicated, and it's pretty precise in terms of the wall jumps you need to do. So,
yeah, you're basically getting damaged off of one of those Namahe shots, and then basically you have to use invulnerability frames to wall jump off of spikes, as you saw there. So it's pretty treacherous.
Yeah, like I said, I would not even touch it, but it would be something that I would probably have to practice for hours and hours beforehand to be confident enough in trying. All right, so we've switched audio over to Cross, I believe. And he is on Ridley now, just kind of destroying him with charge plasma ice.
Yeah, he's showing us how it's done. I blinked and CFB is like almost at the wreck ship here. If CFB does find gravity up here, I mean, we could have a pretty good race. Like, if Cross decides to do Suitless Meridia.
I would think so. I mean, the problem with finding gravity up there is Cross has a pretty long way to go to get up to wreck ship, especially if gravity is at gravity. That's a lot to cover.
Yeah, and if CFB also finds something like Speed Booster, like that could be a big payout.
Yeah, I would be interested in him finding Speed Booster in the right supers after Fantoon, and then being able to go and check the item above bowling.
And now remember that CFB still hasn't collected Spring Ball. We'll see if that'll be on his mind after Wreck Ship, because he did end up dying in the gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He did not check behind Ridley. But honestly, it could have been something pretty useful like Screw Attack. Although, yeah, I mean, he knows it can't be gravity, so that's fine. I actually don't even know if he's going to check Firefly.
I would hope he would, but
wait, can't it be gravity?
I thought both could be gravity.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised.
It can't be gravity.
I thought anything in Norfair can be gravity.
Yeah, I see. I remember getting it now, and he's not going to check that. Okay, now I'm confused.
He's just committing to Suitless Meridia at this point. He's like, you know what? I'm in go mode. You know what? I'm just gonna assume I'm in go mode, and I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna knock it out. I've been practicing Suitless Meridia strats. This is the time for me to execute.
I guess so. I mean, he's pretty versed in RBO. He knows how to do it. He might just go for it.
I think I still don't necessarily agree with the decision to not check like the Ridley item, the Fire Fleet, because they're very short time sinks. But I mean, if he's confident, then he can knock this out pretty quick. Nice 3 Musketeers. We got this Fantoon fight from CFB. No problem.
All right, so just a reminder, Cross did not go to Croc. So he has that option now if he thinks that gravity might be there.
I don't think if he didn't go, yeah, he's leaving. If he didn't go to Ridley, E-Tank, and Firefly, he's not going to Croc.
He seems to have abandoned the idea of gravity altogether, actually. Unless he's just going to Wreck Ship and hoping it'll be there.
I think he's doing Suitless Meridia, personally. But I don't know. We'll see in a second. And I'm sure he will, at the very least, collect gravity if it's at the bot wound E-Tank.
I'm sure, yeah. And there it is for CFB.
Wow.
Wrecked Supers in Wrecked Ship. So what will Cross do here? This is gonna be what I guess decides everything, because CFB has it easy in Meridia, but
And I don't think CFB's gonna continue in Wreck Ship. He doesn't really need to.
yeah.
He's probably just gonna be in assumed go mode here. Yep,
And
he's peacing out.
this is what Cross is doing. He's going for Suitless Meridia.
Here we go, folks.
So Cross has Spring Ball. He can do a strat here where he unequips it and then re-equips it and basically initiates a Spring Ball jump while unpausing the menu, which is extremely useful.
And we're gonna see a sequence of him using that and freezing some enemies and jumping on them and grapple beam to pretty much get through this whole area.
To be honest, the strats to see them are really cool. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad that Cross is doing this, but I'm also kind of sad because this is going to allow CFB to catch up a lot. Even
It is.
pull ahead.
We'll see if it makes a difference or not, because Cross has done all of Lower Norfair, and he's done. But CFB is in go mode. He doesn't need to check anything. He can just race to Ridley and then probably Dragon afterwards, I would imagine.
I would not be able to give any kind of timing as to how much Suitless loses. Although, he does K go through that. Crap.
That's pretty interesting. He's executing it well, though. He's managing to get through quickly.
He's done this many times. He's pretty well versed in Suitless Meridia.
What's unfortunate is his health. I'm getting a little concerned about that, but should be fine. He'll be able to farm a couple rooms. Just don't really want to fall here.
Yeah, so obviously, from not picking up anything else on the way here, he is fully dedicated to this. He's just going to go straight to Batoon. And
look at the sync again! CFB deciding to go for Dragon first with that gravity suit.
It's kind of an awkward sync, in a way.
It is. And so we're going to see the use of grapple now in order to get through to Batoon. Cross doing a save here. That's a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
Honestly.
He does have the beams for Batoon, but he doesn't have a lot of energy. And since he needs the ice clip, he will need to take some damage from that Mock Droid, most likely.
And not just that, there's no save available after Batoon. You have to either backtrack or... is he going for the sandpit?
I'm really surprised that he didn't check anything in Lower Norfair, but he's going to check the sandpit.
I'm very surprised at this decision. He's going for the left sandpit right now.
Yeah.
See another energy tank at Batoon E.
He's just going to do a check and reset, of course. I mean, that's really the only way to handle this.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But still, I mean, it is a time waste to do this, whereas just checking, the door after Ridley is, 15 seconds or something? Probably less.
Yeah, if it was there, I mean, he would be kicking himself so hard. When, your chance at staying in the loser's bracket is on the line. So you have to do this series of wall jumps. You see Screw Attack up there. That's kind of nice.
And he's gonna go back. Okay, so he resets, I see.
He missed the jump, so he decided, you know what, forget this.
Yeah.
Here comes Dragon for CFB, so CFB and Cross will be tied up in boss kill counts here soon. Well, no. I guess CFB will pull ahead. Cross still needs to kill Phantom.
Yeah, so CFB has Plasma Charge Ice, can do a lot of damage to Dragon, can't do any Shine Sparks, but that's not really too much of an issue, considering the damage that he can do with beams.
There's the grapple jump. Well done from Cross. He's off to fight Botwoon. CFB just laying into Dragon with ammo and charge beam shots. Not too bad at all.
And Dragon is dead, so that's 3 bosses down for CFB.
Technically, CFB pulls ahead, but we know Ridley will take some time to get to.
Yep. Alright, so Cross gets through with the ice clip. He has Botwoon here. One of the rooms that I always fear in Suitless Meridia is Coliseum. Have you gone through that before, Suitless?
Oh, yeah, that's terrifying, because if you fall in the sand, it can be very, very difficult to get out. I think you can do some crouch jumping to get out.
It's pretty accurate. I mean, it's pretty precise as far as what you need to do. So I always worry about that room, and I hope Cross has good luck in it.
Good, safe Botwoon fight coming in there with 30 health. He's getting through it. And looks like we're going to have another high five from our players here. Yep. CFB is off to lower Norfair. He doesn't have speed boosters, so he's got to take the slow stride. Doesn't have spring ball. Can't spring ball through here.
Has to be like the 5th or 6th high five we've seen here. Oh, just barely didn't high five.
The juke there going into this joke room, or whatever you want to call it, this farm room.
So the strats that Cross is going to do here, they're pretty interesting. He uses grapple to get up this room that you would normally be preparing for halfy or full halfy. CFB is going to check left sandpit. He's going to find screw attack there. Could be useful for lower Norfair, so we might grab that.
Yeah, that may speed him up. That's actually kind of a nice on-the-way find.
Cross doing the... Oh, that's pretty nice, actually. That was fast.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And he's got space jump through here again, so this is going to be a cinch.
As long as it doesn't fall down, he's all set.
Yep.
And that was easy.
Easy every time, but no save. He's just going straight for it. Balls to the walls.
So here's what we have now. We have CFB getting out of Meridia. He needs to go all the way down to lower Norfair. He needs to kill Ridley. He's in go mode, so he doesn't really need to stop anywhere to check anything. Cross, once he's done with Dragon, can just go straight up to Fantoon, kill him, and then get out of here. So I don't know. What would you say? Do you feel, even though Cross is going to have a bit of a slower time getting out of here, would you say he's in the lead?
I think he might be with some polished execution in Suitless Meridia here. Yeah. I think it might still be kind of close.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Seems like it's gonna be really close. There's always the worry here of getting grabbed by Dragon, because it's so much tougher to avoid Dragon's attacks.
But I think he's just gonna use some grapple strats here.
Yeah,
which makes a lot of sense. And then we'll see another grapple jump to get out of here. He's already starting it up. And without that speed booster, it's actually slowing CFB down quite a bit.
And Cross just executing really well here. He got the grapple jump very soon. He has really good health. I'm impressed. He's done really well throughout all this suitless stuff.
Now the trick is you got to do like a spring ball jump or get a blue suit to get out of the room after Dragon, because that's actually the tricky one. You can do, I mean, grapple jumping, it can be difficult, especially the one at Dragon there, but this is also important. So being able to execute on all this and doing all the spring ball jumps and things it just adds up to just a huge knowledge base for just doing this in general.
So he'll use grapple to get up here, and then he can start space jumping again. He just needs to be careful not to fall here, and he should be good from here on out.
Yeah, now you're kind of just going down Meridia instead of up, so it's not too bad. Very nicely executed. Yeah, I think Cross is gonna to beat CFB out here, but I don't
Yeah.
know. The Fantoon takes a little time.
It does take a little time, but the whole thing is he's going to Fantoon and he's going to get the heck straight to Turian afterwards.
Yeah.
And CFB still has a pretty long way to run around, I guess.
Yeah. He does have screw attack, which is actually really helpful for like fast pillars and getting through a lot of these enemies. Took Cross a little bit longer to get through them.
So Cross is going to do the ice clip again here on the other end. You'll see that he'll pull one of these mock droids out, and he'll try to clip through the upper quadrant over here.
Yeah, he's got to grab the one from the right, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so he opens that up. And he can clip through right over here. And he's good. Alright.
Pretty much a straight shoot down from here. And then
he still does have another thing he needs to do that I've found tough. I don't know if anyone else finds this tough. If he's going the way I think he's going, yeah. So he needs to go through here and do a side-to-side wall jump to get up. Oh, no, he hasn't.
No, he can just crouch jump up there.
Yeah,
He
has high jump, so he can just crouch jump. Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking about something else. Sorry. CFB heading into Ridley here, so he'll probably be able to get through this fight just as quickly as Cross, if not quicker. With his ammo and with his beams.
And that's it, guys. That's Suitless Meridia for cross product. Well done.
He's foregone the need for gravity, and he's out of there. There's absolutely no need for gravity anymore. He is heading the wreck ship. He's going to kill Fantoon, get out of there, and he is... Wow. Pretty much easily going to beat CFB to Turian.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
CFB executing this Ridley fight pretty well. Just knocking charge shots at him with that plasma ice combo. Picking up a few extra missiles.
Yeah.
Choice.
Just need to be careful not to fall in the moat there. That would waste a little bit of time. Alright, so boss number 4 down for CFB. He's going to check this area to the left, and it is Spazer, a useless item.
It would overwrite plasma there, and then you'd have to switch it out again if he wanted that plasma back. So yeah, not worth picking up. Cross is on his way to Fantoon. CFB has beat all the bosses, but still needs to get to Turian. Oh, man.
It's still going to be pretty close.
I think it's still going to be down to some execution here.
Yeah, this could be a very impressive end to this race.
Fantoon's pattern might matter. That's how close this is.
Yeah, so Cross is probably going to use, I would guess, a combination of missiles and charge plasma ice to finish off Fantoon. Alright. Yep, and that's exactly what he does. If he gets enough missiles in and he gets another charge plasma ice here, he should be all set for the fight.
CFB checking the fire flea. Tank.
Yeah, this is definitely hurting him in terms of time. So
Maybe he's looking for an E-tank so he can do stand-up.
I wouldn't think so. CFB doesn't seem to care much for stand-up if he doesn't have all the beams.
I wonder if Cross will care for it either after what happened last time. Or he did soft lock during stand-up. Well, I guess he was released after 10 minutes or something, but that's a run killer. Right there.
So Cross has lost some time here to Fantoon, but CFB has also lost some time to checking both where Spazer was after Ridley and checking the Firefleet E-Tank. So I would say that, I mean, Cross is all set to just go directly to Turian. He's still
probably
gonna
have to
CFB
refill. You'll probably have to. Both of these guys are probably gonna have to refill at the ship. Might see CFB make a gamble. He kind of did last time with his ammo going into Turian, but I expect Cross to refill here.
Oh, and he's actually going to get more ammo.
Interesting choice. Maybe he was thinking, if I find a drop here, then I don't have to refill at the ship. Like if I have a super pack.
Exactly. If he gets a super, then he doesn't have to worry about refilling.
Very cool. Well, we've got a really tight race here. Make sure you guys are following both of the runners, CFB and Cross Product, showing us some awesome gameplay. We got to see Suitless Meridia. We got to see, you know, the Gravity Meridia.
I mean, at first, I was uncertain because I'm not really sure how long a efficient Suitless Meridia takes in comparison, but Cross definitely put on a show here, and I am glad that he did it. It made this race extremely interesting.
Very entertaining. Yeah, it looks like Cross will get to the ship here just a bit earlier than CFB, maybe about a minute ahead. That's my thought.
Yep. Yeah, looks like CFB is a minute behind. Trying to think of how he could catch up. Well, Baby Skip is one thing. Efficient Mother Brain 3. I don't know. I kind of think Cross has this, but once again, I don't want to be the one that curses him.
Yeah, he pretty much should get this. CFB struggling a little bit here in Meridia. Remember, Cross did have high jump.
That's right. Cross does.
Another differentiator, but that shouldn't really play a role in Turian. Maybe in the escape.
Well, also, CFB has mostly done any percent, and I think he did do Hundo a few times, both of which, of course, have high jump, so I don't know if he knows how to do Baby Skip without high jump. I personally don't know anything about Baby Skip without high jump.
From what we're being told, it looks like high jumpless Baby Skip is not really a thing.
Okay.
I thought maybe with space jump, like, you can compensate, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I figured there might have been a way, but if there's no way, then yeah, the gap between these two players is pretty large right now.
Yeah, it's about a minute and a half, I think. What I timed it at, something close to that.
So I'm not going to put anything past what Mother Brain can do to a player. Hopefully, Cross decides to save just in case. I'm not sure if he's going to decide to.
That was a pretty funny grouping strat there.
Yeah.
At the end with the damage boost. I don't think he intended on that, but it was cool how it worked out. CFB setting up for some Zeb Skip later. Remember, these guys never found Speed Booster, so Speed Booster was hiding somewhere in this seed. Maybe in like Spring Ball or something.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in Wreck Ship, I guess at Gravity.
So since neither of them have Speed Booster, the escape is going to be a little bit slower, but it's, you know, basically just a similar escape to what you would do in low ice.
And it does force the
try.
ice Zeb skip.
Yeah, it does. Cross does try baby skip there, doesn't get it. But CFB will not be doing it anyway.
CFB getting amazing ammo drops in that second Metro. He went from 4 to 9.
That was impressive.
Super. That is so good. Wow.
And he's at 15-15 here, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, he's good to go. Man, Metroid's hooking him up. He's catching up quick, but Cross still maintaining a good lead.
All right, so let's see if Cross decides to save here. He does not. I'm wondering if he's going to do stand-up.
I really wonder.
Yeah, he does have the E-tanks for it. Having a little bit of trouble with Zeb skip here. I usually just reset the room too. I know some people wait for the Rinkas again.
Pretty comparable amount of time lost, I guess.
And there we go.
He's got him. Hope he puts that plasma on. Okay.
He actually unequipped Morphball there.
He unequipped Morph. Nice. He actually doesn't have a big margin of error for stand-up glitch here anyways.
Yeah.
If he gets hit too many times here, then he won't even be able to do it. If really he gets hit like once by Mother Brain, I don't think he'll be able to do it.
Alright, so I believe with Charge, Plasma, Ice, what is it, 30 shots? I believe that's
yes,
the
it is 30 shots. Yep.
Alright, so CFB having a little bit of trouble here.
He's got him.
Yeah.
Catching up. He's almost at this Mother Brain fight. Wow.
Cross actually ran in to take damage before Mother Brain 2 was dead. Maybe thinking that 20 shots was enough, but he does not have wave.
Maybe he's just getting set up and he knows he doesn't want to stand up.
Yeah.
And have a disaster happen like in the first race. I mean, he knew his opponent had finished, but whew, that was close.
Yeah, that was pretty close. He ends up with 8 energy here.
8 energy to spare. No problem. Easy every time.
Kind of ridiculous. CFB now in the Mother Brain 2 fight while Cross is in the cutscene.
Calculated.
My heart, dude.
And with that high jump, it's also going to give Cross a leg up and escape. Remember, they don't have speed boosters, so they have to do, you know, the climb and the room before the climb pretty slow.
And it also makes a difference from Mother Brain 3 too. I've always had a problem doing Mother Brain 3 efficiently with without high jump. So
good point.
May give Cross a leg up for just a few seconds there as well. Yeah, I really hope Cross doesn't decide to go to the animals because that would be a horrible decision maker.
That could sway the game in the other direction. I don't expect him to with him being down a game at this point. I think he's just got to go, go, go.
Yeah, at least this time he did not try to save the baby. That's a good move on his part. He's already made that sacrifice before. All right, so Mother Brain.
Yeah, we've already
3.
saved something in this match. He doesn't need to do it a second time.
A little shaky at the start, but everything else looked good for Mother Brain 3. Cross has a big lead here. It's going to be really hard for CFB to pull ahead unless something goes wrong.
Here we go. Escape begins. CFB entering Mother Brain 3. Super tense.
All right, so you see Cross is taking the alternate route here since he does not have speed. This is the way you have to go up if you want to clear this room quickly.
There's really no other way around it. And we're going to see some, wall jumps up the climb here in a bit as well. Again, the jump height from that high jump really coming in handy for this room here too.
All right, CFB entering the escape sequence. Still well behind Cross. The only thing that can possibly go wrong here is a bad climb, a bad parlor, or attempting to save the animals.
Don't say it, because he's already fumbling a little bit here in the climb, but he's getting through it.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Man, and imagine that early spring ball that Cross picked up that CFB did not actually played a role in this race.
And
amazing.
GG, Cross Product, taking this second one very close. One of the closest races we've seen so far in this tournament. He finishes in first place with an official time of 1:01:36. Grats to Cross on a race well done, extremely well done.
GG, Suitless Meridia win from Cross Product. Fantastic to see.
Don't forget, he did high jumpless lava dive and he did Suitless Meridia. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for, really.
Yeah, props to Cross Product.
CFB coming up right behind him, not even a minute behind, finishing with an SRL time of 1:02:28. So yeah, that was an amazing race. Even though we got Varia and Charge early, I couldn't have asked for more than that. What do you think?
That was amazing to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It was fantastic. We saw completely different, like we saw super synced routes early on, and then they split off, and it was anyone's game. Cross Product executed really well in Meridia with all the awesome strats he got. That the important juncture, I guess, was that high jumpless lava dive, because CFB did struggle with that and took a couple deaths.
Yeah.
And that pushed Cross ahead.
That was a huge factor, that high jumpless lava dive, and I mean, less so CFB checking items when leaving Lower Norfair, but yeah, I guess overall it came down to the high jumpless lava dive.
So it looks like these guys are going to come in here and chat with us a little bit in a second.
All right, nice. I wonder when the third is going to be, because I mean, that's kind of piqued my interest.
Yeah, these have been pretty close races. Even the first one, the only thing that really differentiated the players in the first one is the order in which they checked Crocomire. Like, CFB made the play, and they had gravity there, and he got it, and he was in go mode. But Cross was like neck and neck with him pretty much the whole time.
Yeah. What's up, CFB? How are you doing, man?
I'm a little mad at myself for bashing my head against lava dive without high jump, but other than that, I'm good.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, the high jumpless lava dive was interesting. Both of you guys went for it. Cross did have a little bit of issue with it, but he actually got up and through, I think, with probably 120 health left or something like that.
He had less than 100 health. Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
leaving the high jumpless lava dive and going to the save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's rough, man.
Yeah, that trick is rough as heck, and I mean, I congratulate you for even attempting it, because that's tough. Do you have any idea what Cross did after that? Any guesses?
Well, I mean, are you saying he did it about the same time I did?
No, I mean like what he did after Lower Norfair, to be exact.
Well, his comment was, "Where was gravity?"
Okay.
I actually don't remember where gravity was that race.
It was in wrecked ship, right super missiles.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. 'cause
you
I grabbed it and
actually
just left.
you
Yeah.
bailed on the high jump with lava dive, and you immediately found gravity.
Yeah, I was really mad at myself. That was like the ultimate, like, hindsight, you're an idiot moment kind of deal. I was like, man, if I would just gone straight up to wreck ship, I could have left immediately.
Yeah, but who knew that gravity was gonna be in wreck ship? You know, you really don't know. The
I mean,
big
it
thing
was-
was no, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, the odds were it was probably going to be in wreck ship because I hadn't found high jump yet,
Right.
and I'm pretty sure the logic accounts for you having high jump if they're going to put gravity in lower Norfair, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Now that I think about it, we were wondering why Cross did not check anything in Lower Norfair, but that probably popped into his head that as soon as he found high jump, there was no possibility of gravity being anywhere there, so he just went straight up to Meridia.
Where
Clever
was
call.
high jump, by the way?
It was at screw attack.
Okay.
So you made the, I guess, intended play, and cross sequence broke, I suppose.
I mean, I tried to sequence break, but I'm just bad at the game, so it didn't happen, you know?
It's just something you need to practice a lot, I guess. I mean, high jumpless lava dive isn't something that comes easy.
I mean, I was
I take it by
Yeah.
CFB's comment, we took the same route. Holy crap.
I
Not
actually
quite.
failed.
Oh, jeez.
The sad
Not
part
quite.
is I was actually practicing high jumpless lava dive right before the race, and I just died.
So was I.
twice.
Leo Docs will tell you I choked everyone.
Yeah.
But you made
Oh,
it
man.
with less than 100 health, Cross, and that was super clutch in you actually winning this game.
Wow, I wasn't actually going to take that save at the end, but I was like, well, I've only got 90 health. I probably should, even though there's an energy refill. And my favorite item, as everybody knows, awaited me right after that lava dive.
It was
Yeah.
really incredible to see. And what kind of sparked your curiosity for traversing through Meridia Suitless, Cross?
I felt like I needed the big play, you know? I didn't know, I can't see what CFB's doing if he's struggling with the lava dive. I mean, if that's knowledge, then I'd probably go up to wreck ship and look for gravity suit, but for all I knew, I needed gravity suit to be at sandpit or something, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, I had no idea how long it would take you to get through Meridia suitless, but considering how fast you made it through, we were pretty impressed to see how close you guys were when you were going to Turian.
Yeah, gravity ended up being in the right supers at wreck ship. So
That was the easy spot too.
it
Dang.
was.
If it were at, I also figured if gravity were at Bowling Room, then Suitless Meridia would be a play, but there are two other spots in wreck ship it could have been, yeah.
Well, CFB made it interesting. He went up to wreck ship. He was like, you know what? I've thrown my face at this lava dive enough. I'm gonna head up to wreck ship, and it paid off immediately with an awesome go mode.
Wow.
And we could see him overtake you in Meridia. Like you guys were actually synced up entering Aqueduct in
Oh,
Meridia,
really?
and then
How?
he just like blazed through Meridia, and you guys like high fived after bot wound. It was pretty amazing.
He was coming out. He must have still had to go down to Norfair then?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't actually do
Oh,
lower
okay.
Norfair. I did lower Norfair last, so
Wow.
yeah, it was a very stressful race because I also I did early gauntlet and died as well. So that was
yeah,
fun.
that's right. Yeah, both of you guys went to early gauntlet. CFB opted to go to the left, and Cross just decided to go to the right. However, Cross also only had like 25 health after grabbing the item there.
Yeah, had I not gotten my pants snatched, I would have continued to the left, honestly.
Yeah.
I forgot that you can just wall jump on the left side while you wait on the acid to rise, and I died because the only reason why I went to the left was like I really wanted power bombs, and we hadn't found any yet.
Yeah, I ended up. The first ones I found were in Big Pink, and the missiles up on the ledge by the secret room. I wondered if Cavity Missile might have had power bombs, and for a second thought about going back to that spot.
Yeah, as soon as I grabbed power bombs, I went back to the Edikun tank.
I mean, if power bombs are in Gauntlet, dude, that's a completely different race. Like as close as it was. Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, it was an incredible race to watch, and I think all of chat enjoyed it. And there's going to be a lot of hype surrounding race number 3. So I don't know when you guys are planning on doing it, but
I honestly didn't expect to make it this far, so I just like, let's just schedule 2 races, dude. Fine.
I mean, I'm down like whenever. I got like the same availability all week, so.
Yeah, well, I'll hit you up. We'll definitely try to get it match 3 in rather than later. Wow. GG,
I'm sure
man.
everybody will be excited for it. You guys put on a great show. Oh man, I mean the first race was a little rough with, but CFB, you made the play. You made the big play, going to Croc early, nailing gravity at grapple.
Did I really? I feel
put
like
that off until the last possible.
Yeah, I didn't know if I lost that much time though, because I didn't really struggle through lower Norfair. I had screw attack. I don't know. I didn't really think gravity.
You checked a lot of locations you didn't need.
Oh, did CFB skip Bubble Mountain, the 3 items?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's huge. Okay, yeah. Wow. Because Plasma and Charge were super early in both seeds. Well, I mean, Plasma. Yeah. We both went to Wreck Ship first in the first seed, so Plasma as well, which was in the reactor room. But oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean,
on that one, I just figured I already had Plasma and Charge, so like just pop into Crocomire and shoot him in the face once. That was sort of what I was going for, because I was going to do lower Norfair without checking.
Yeah, that was a really good idea, and I had Charged Plasma the second race. I was like, should I do Crocomire early because of last time?
This seed was frustrating because it was like all E-tanks and reserves, and I just wanted high jump, man. That's all I wanted.
Hey, man, I'm the same. Anyone will tell you.
Well, you found it at Screw Attack. I'm sure you were happy to see that.
Yeah, I was.
All right, so yeah, I mean, good game to both of you. The first seed was interesting. The second seed was kind of heart racing, but we definitely look forward to game number 3, and we hope you guys will schedule that soon, so we can all look forward to watching it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the last thing I want is Travarius to ping us in Discord telling us to schedule it.
Yeah, well, Travarius is out for a few days, so don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
All right, make sure you guys follow these runners. They did an awesome job. This has been a fantastic race. Any final thoughts, guys?
I got nothing.
Cross.
I was the whole time I was thinking, man, I don't know if I'm going to win this race or not, but I was really proud of both of those runs, honestly. Like, if I lost both by 10 minutes, I still felt really good about them. Nice,
dude. Yeah, I mean, it's been great having you guys. Thanks a lot for hopping in for some post-race commentary. And yeah, as far as races coming up go, we have anywhere from 4 to 6 races tomorrow. So be sure to check the schedule. Feral and Zarbi are going to be racing, and Deltazar and Oats are going to be racing as well. So
nice.
Yeah, definitely check those out. But thanks for the races, guys, and thank you all in chat for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you next mission.
Bye.